All right, team, huddle up. Listen, today we're not talking about some new fancy exercise or a crazy diet. No, we're talking about what happens in between your sets. That time you think is just for catching your breath, that's your secret weapon. And today, I'm giving you the new playbook on how to use it right.
Come on, you've all heard this one, right? It's practically the first thing they tell you when you walk into a gym. For years, this has been the gospel, repeated by pretty much everyone.
Yeah, this 1-minute rule, it became the standard operating procedure. And the logic, well, it kind of made sense at the time. Keep the heart rate up, get a good pump, and the muscle will grow. That's the old manual.
But what if I told you that following that old rule is exactly what's been holding you back? That you're actually leaving strength and muscle on the table every single workout? Okay, let's really get into this.
First things first, we gotta understand the why. Why do we even take a timeout between sets in the first place? Well, during an intense set, your body is basically in an all-out sprint, and it's burning through a very, very specific type of fuel.
That fuel is a combination of ATP and phosphocreatine. Now, you don't need to remember the full names. Just think of it as pure, high-octane rocket fuel for your muscles. It's what gives you that explosive power to lift something heavy.
Here's the catch, though. You don't have a lot of it. After you push through a really tough set, that fuel tank is running on fumes. It's pretty much empty. Your body absolutely needs a timeout to refuel that tank and clear out all the gunk that makes you feel tired.
Okay, now this breaks it all down perfectly. Look at the left side, the short rests. You're jumping back in before the tank is refilled. So fatigue just builds and builds, your performance drops, and you end up lifting less and less. But look at the right side. With longer rests, you get a full recovery. You can hit the next set with the same power, maximizing your potential, and, crucially, racking up way more total training volume. And volume is the real driver for getting bigger and stronger.
So the takeaway is simple. We need to toss out that old one-size-fits-all rule and start using a new game plan, one where your rest period is tailored perfectly to what you're trying to achieve. Let's break down the plays.
All right, play number 1, maximum strength. We're talking about lifting the heaviest weight you possibly can for just a few reps. Here, your nervous system is the MVP, and it needs a long timeout to recover. The coach's call here? A full 3 to 5 minutes. No cheating. This lets that rocket fuel, your ATP, almost completely regenerate so you can produce maximum force on every single set. You can't rush this stuff.
Okay, now for the big one, building muscle size, or a hypertrophy. This is where that 1-minute myth really falls apart. Study after study shows that resting 2 to 3 minutes is way better. Why? It's simple. It lets you recover enough to lift a heavy weight for more reps, which drives up your total training volume. And that mechanical tension and volume, that's what actually tells your muscles to grow. Now, for smaller exercises, like a bicep curl, yeah, you can probably get away with a bit less, maybe 1 to 2 minutes.
But what if your goal isn't just pure strength or size? What if you're training for endurance, that ability to just keep going and going? Well, here we flip the script completely. We want to challenge your body's ability to deal with being tired. So the play is to use short rests, less than 90 seconds. This intentionally creates that burn, which trains your body to get better at clearing out waste products and pushing through, both physically and mentally.
You know, a good playbook always has special plays and adjustments. You're not all the same, so your rest periods shouldn't be either. Your own biology plays a massive role in how fast you bounce back.
And this chart here, even though it's in Spanish, shows this point brilliantly. Don't worry about the words, just look at the idea. It's comparing some baseline biological differences between men and women. For example, it points out that men tend to have a higher percentage of muscle mass. These kinds of built-in factors directly affect not just your strength, but also, and this is key, how you recover from a hard set. So let's break this down. The science shows that women, in general, actually recover a bit faster between sets than men, probably because of better blood flow to their muscles. And age is a huge one too. Both younger athletes and older adults often recover more quickly than adults in their prime lifting years, and this is likely because of differences in their muscle fiber types. The bottom line is, you have to listen to your body and adjust the clock.
All right, bring it in. Final huddle. We've looked at the science, we've broken down the plays, now let's lock in this winning strategy so you can take it to the gym tomorrow.
Here are the new rules. Rule 1. For real strength and size, longer rests of 2 to 5 minutes win, every time. Rule 2. That 1-minute rule for muscle growth is officially retired. It just hurts your ability to lift heavy. Rule 3. Always match your rest to your goal. And finally, Rule 4. Personalize it. A heavy set of squats is going to need more rest than a set of tricep pushdowns. Adjust the play call for the situation on the field.
I want you to remember this. Your rest period is not downtime. It's not just waiting around. It's strategic recovery time. It's refueling. It's getting ready for the next battle so you can give it everything you've got.
So, I'm going to leave you with this question. Between every set, the clock is ticking. Are you just letting those seconds drift by, or are you using that time as a strategic advantage to win? The choice is yours. Now get out there and train smart.